Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tom Clark over at TFCIV MMA. And as you can see, we got a super awesome guest with us today. We got Mr. Vicious Tresean Gore. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Thankful to be alive.
There we go, man. There we go. So coming off an awesome win last October against Josh Fremd. I mean, that was one of those submissions that, geez, man, you could tell that one hurt. That was one of the better guillotines I've seen. The way you locked it in and the way you kind of climbed the fence, it was a little bit of a crazy one, but was very, very impressive on your part. So what you been
I,
up to since, man?
I appreciate it, man. I really do. But I've been injured. I was injured before I fought Josh. I had a torn ligament, and I'm not gonna say where, but I'm healed up now, and I'm back in there. I'm starting a good camp. I got 3 months and some change to get in the best shape of my life, and I'm very excited. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm gonna make the best of it.
Yeah, man. I think we're all pretty excited for you. I watched you for the first time on Tough, and I think myself and plenty of other fans really started rooting for you. You got an awesome story. You're from a town, I know you've talked about it several times, where it's a real small town. You're one of the bigger names to have come out of it. Lot of crime, a lot of that kind of stuff. So, I mean,
Yeah.
how did you get into MMA in the first place, man?
Um, Man, I always been in love with fighting my whole life. I just been obsessed with it. My mom really used to push me into to like it's hard to explain, but like when people would mess with her, she would get me to fight them when I was a kid, and like I also would just like see like people hitting bags and stuff on TV or watch like the Karate Kid or Mr. Miyagi, and I would get fired up. I'm like, I want to be the Karate Kid. I want to be like that. Like, and then I started watching. It went from that to Anderson Silva and John Jones, and it's like their greatness radiated on me, and I want that for my life. I want to create my own legacy. I want to change the world in great ways myself. Call ended. So I guess fighting. I guess God called me for this, man. He chose me for this because coming from where I come from and being upset fighting the way I am, I feel like it's divine for sure.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love how outspoken you are with your faith in the media and such. And you had some tribulations first coming into the UFC. A lot of people thought you were going to take home the Ultimate Fighter, but then injury kind of knocked you out of the final. So, how much has your faith kind of helped you as you go through these tribulations in your career, man?
Man, it helps me all the way, man. Like everybody counts me out, but it's like when I fail, I don't nobody can really understand me like my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ can. Like when I go back and talk to him, and he can really feel the feelings he understands the feelings I feel because he gave them to me. But nobody really understands like the greatness, the amount of greatness I'm gonna achieve because they don't know the visions that God has given me. So I feel like my faith has carried me through, losing a decision that I felt like I could have won easily, and then getting stopped from having a horrible weight cut and seeing all those horrible comments. It definitely tested my faith. And even now, I see these people counting me out as if this guy isn't a human, and it makes me realize, man, like I'm a real life David right now. Like everybody looks at this guy as Goliath and thinks I don't have anything but a little slingshot. But hey, I've been counted out my whole life, and God counts me in, and I'm gonna come prepared. I'm gonna come more than prepared for this fight.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. So the fight Tresean's referencing, guys, is the fight this July, UFC 290, if I remember correctly. It's all been rumored that you're going to be fighting Bo Nickal at that date. Can you give us kind of an inside source where things kind of at with that in talks?
Contract signed for me. I'm ready. What's up? I mean, like let's go. Let's fucking go. Excuse
I
my
love.
language.
You're
Let's
all
go.
good, man. This is a huge opportunity. I mean, I was at UFC 285 last month, so I got to see Bo fight live, and him being on the main card, you can really see the UFC's trying to push him. So I think you using the David analogy is kind of perfect in this sense because they're hyping this guy up to be this world beater, like he's not even
I,
human.
I,
But
I feel like UFC is honestly like they're giving me a chance too because Dana was giving me that hype that he has, but I just didn't have the rest of the credentials to get the big hype he had. But I was 3-0 on Ultimate Fighter. I dominated my 2 fights. That made me 5-0 really, which they didn't count my Ultimate Fighter fights. So people keep saying I'm 1-2, but really in reality I'm 3-2. I could be 4-2 if they would have gave me that decision with Battle. Um, but but it just sucks seeing, oh, you're 1-2. Like, knowing I won all these fights that wasn't accounted for me. But man, I'm sorry. What was your question, man? I've been having some. I've been wanting to get some stuff off my chest. So
dude, go for it. This is the perfect platform. I was just saying, I love that analogy you used with David because they're really hyping this guy up. And like you said, you have this opportunity to go in there and kind of slay the giant. And I think the loss against Battle,
he's
which I
right.
agree. Ooh, you cut out there for a second.
Yeah, you were saying the loss against Battle.
And that's one that I think if we're going off the UFC criteria, which is damage trumps all, I think you clearly won that fight based off that criteria. But I feel like a lot of people kind of forgot all the hype you had coming into that fight after that and your fight against Brundage, which you said about the weight cut, and your last performance proved that that was most likely true. So a
Yeah,
lot of people forget the hype you had coming in. I mean, you were knocking everybody out on tough. You got dynamite in those hands. You showed a slick submission game this last time. So I think
and
you use the analogy, man. People are counting you out, but I'm really excited to see you in there.
man, I really appreciate you. I truly do, and I'm excited to get in there myself and show people how serious I am. People people tend to only remember you for your last performances, but they don't realize that's just one night of our life. Like, like I went in there on one night and had off nights, but one thing I realized, and one thing I'll say to you too, man, is and I'm not trying to boss you around, but if you have a setback, you don't have to identify with that setback. You don't get caught up inside your weaknesses or inside the things that you're not perfect on. You pretty much learn from your mistakes. You move on. You allow God to give you the wisdom from it, and you grow from it. I'll say this: I've failed, but failure is not my identity. I'm still an undefeated fighter in my mind, regardless of what people say about me. Um, this is going to be the toughest fight of Bo's entire competitive life. This is going to be the toughest. This isn't a wrestling match, man. Like, I'm coming for him, and uh, everybody's going to see.
Man, I cannot wait to see it. I know before your last fight, you would kind of switch camps. Your pre-fight press conference before your last fight was really strong. I think everyone kind of in attendance and people that listen to it by myself, you really put your heart out on the table and gained a lot of fans, gained a lot of respect for that. But you had mentioned before your last fight, you went out with your brother. You were sleeping on a blow up mattress. You went to Dallas, and I believe you were training with Saif Sayud and the team over at Fortis MMA. Are you going to be doing the camp for this fight there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do some of the camp there and some of the camp at my original gym, American Top Team, Team Lima. But yeah, yeah, I slept on a blow up mattress on one of my little bros mattresses, on a blow up mattress in Dallas. And one thing I realized is I'm not scared to sacrifice. I'm not scared to put myself through a little uncomfort because greatness is not made in comfort zones. And I'm willing to be uncomfortable to I may not have all these credentials and all that stuff that Bo has. I may have not been wrestling since I was 5, but let's be real. If I had a father and parents that actually did me justice and put me in wrestling at 5 and put me in there at 5, I would be better than him. I would be Jordan Burroughs level right now. But we ain't gonna talk about that because life is life, and uh, I beg my parents or I beg my mom. I never had, it doesn't really matter. Everybody, a lot of people don't have fathers, but I begged my mom to put me in martial arts, and she did it. And I got myself in it at 17 when I got out of juvie, because I was a lost soul, man. I was a lost soul. That's why I preach Jesus so much, because he literally changed me, my thinking, my heart. He changed my mind. I was around game bangers, people selling dope, While I was around him, I would be thinking like, this ain't what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be my father. And here we are. Here we are. My first pay-per-view against a really great wrestler. He deserves all the hype he's getting. The guys work very hard for his position, but I've worked very hard too, and he will take this L.
Man, I can't wait, dude. You're getting me hyped just talking about it. I love, like I said, once again, how open you are with your faith. I lost my dad at a younger age too. He was a minister for over 30 years and stuff. So even going through those tribulations, I think you kind of put it best that he's really the only person you can turn to at that point. And if you put your faith in him, things are going to turn out okay. So myself, several others are really excited that you're getting this opportunity, man. Excited to see you get this fight. What's your official prediction, man? I mean, how do you ideal night? You go out there, you're feeling great. T-Mobile Arena sold out. How do you want to do it, Tresean?
T-Mobile Arena sold out. You said, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm gonna finish him in the second round.
Second round. I like it.
I finish him midway through the second round, and I'm not gonna tell you why I believe that, but I know he's gonna come ready. But I'm gonna come ready, and whatever he tries to do, I'm gonna be ready. Stand up on the free. I mean, wrestling, whatever. What people don't realize is I'm a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and I've been training for freaking 11 years, and my submissions are really deadly when I want them to be. I have more than chokes. I really do. Like I can do some really mean stuff on the ground. I started off at a Gracie Jiu Jitsu Academy. Got almost my purple belt from them. Ended up moving from my Gracie Academy to Team Lima, American Top Team Lima, where I got my brown belt from Douglas Lima, a world champion. I roll with black belts. I submit black belts on the regular world class black belts. They're in for a shot. They think they're just gonna go in there and just toss me around.
Yeah, man. I agree with you 100%. I think you'll shock a lot of people. And with this fight too, how weird is it? Because is this the first time you're going to go into a fight with the experience advantage?
I think so, yeah, because I got here at 3-0. He's 4-0 now. And it's very similar because I had 2 fights on the Ultimate Fighter. That would have put me at 5-0 if they counted it. But yeah, man. I definitely had the experience advantage. I've been in that octagon now. I fought for the UFC now a total of about, oh man, like 5 times. No, 6 times. Yeah,
Yeah.
because no.
Yeah, the 2 fights on Tough, Battle, Brundage, and then Frem. So this will be your 6th.
Yeah, this is about to be my 6th fight. Yeah, yep. And think about that. And think about like we could. That's 2 fights I won on the Ultimate Fighter. The fight with Battle could have went my way. Which we're not gonna talk about that because Battle's my boy. You know, I respect that dude. But yeah, I could be 4-2 for the UFC right now. I ain't no fucking 1-2. I ain't no slouch like they keep telling me. But we don't gotta talk about what I'm gonna do. I don't really like talk. I'm talking too much. So Lord Jesus, forgive me. I just want to go. I want to go do it, bro. You know, faith without work is dead, and I want to go work. I'm ready to go work. I'm gonna come in at the best shape of my life. And thank you for having me on your podcast tonight. It's an honor. Like it literally is an honor. And I look forward to seeing you get on top and become just as big as Ariel Helwani. Because I tell you, bro, have faith. Faith the size of a mustard seed, man. You know, I ain't gonna talk your head off though. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You are all good, man. I love it. Well, it's been my pleasure talking with you, Tresean. And I got one more question before we go, man. Big title fight in 2 weeks in your division at 185 in Miami. Who do you got in the 4th fight? Do you have Alex Pereira to get it done again, or do you have Israel Adesanya to take his belt back?
I got Izzy, man, because I wish the dude the best. You know, I feel like he deserves to get a win and get some confidence back. Because nobody wants to lose to somebody freaking 4 times in a row. So I hope Izzy wins. And you know, honestly, if he doesn't win, I will take Alex out. But if Alex sees this video, and I haven't even fought Bo yet. I can't look past Bo. That dude's a killer. But when I do get past him, I will get one step closer to that title. And if Alex still has that belt, I will dethrone him.
Perfect, man. Well, I'd love to hear it. Well, thank you so much again, Tresean, for coming on. It's been an honor speaking with you, man. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Best of luck in camp. And I look forward to seeing you out there, man. It's going to be a real special performance. I can already feel it.
Hey, bro. Thank you, bro. I can feel it too. But oh man, I don't want to talk. I really don't want to
Go
talk.
ahead, man. Go ahead. I'd love to hear it.
We've done it. No. It's okay. I don't want to talk anymore about the fight. I know what I got. I know what I feel in me right now. I never felt this hungry before to come in the best form. But other than that, can I thank my sponsors?
Go right ahead, man. Go right ahead.
I would like to thank Barber Orthopedics, keeping me healthy, keeping my ligaments good. I would like to thank Triad Mechanical, Ferguson Law Firm, Yo Cal for my awesome fight gear. I want to thank Garden Go mouthpieces for my mouth, my nice custom mouth guards, and I want to thank American Top Team Team Lima, and I want to thank the King of King, Lord of Lords. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all trolls say, man. I want to thank my King of King, Lord of Lords, God of gods, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because I wouldn't be here without him. And all you people who like don't know him and atheists, people who just are living in the free world, give him a chance, man. He's not the Easter Bunny. He's not Santa Claus. He would truly change your soul. And that's it.
Perfect, Tresean. Thank you so much for coming on and have a great rest of your night. All right, man?
Hey, you too, bro. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good, man. I look forward to it.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, guys, that was an awesome time with Tresean Gore. Really good to hear him talk. He's got all the confidence in the world, and I can't wait to see him go out there, shock the world against Bo Nickal. And I look forward to breaking down UFC 287 with you guys later on next week.